You know what's funny? It's the way we go round and around through life. And I call this life's roundabout. It's where we go around chasing things, hoping to get to that end, hoping to attain it, and then through that attainment, we can be happy. That's probably the simplest way to put it. Thinking that once we achieve something, then it'll be alright. Then we can rest. Then we can relax. Then we can be okay. But in that roundabout way, that's where we get trapped in the cycle. And that's the cycle of the hedonic treadmill, the rat race, whatever you want to call it. The carrot on a stick, right? Because all of this chasing, it's an illusion. We spend so much time rationalizing how attaining X will make us feel Y, that this illusion completely blindsides us to the fact that we already have whatever we're searching for, although it doesn't explicitly appear like it. But the only reason we don't think that we have what we want is because we think we want something. And I know it sort of sounds like I'm going in a roundabout way, not getting anywhere. And that's true. Because I am going in a roundabout way. But that's the thing. Is that you realize you can't go anywhere. Because where you are right now is always where you are. And as the homie Alan Watts put it, you can't lift yourself up by your own bootstraps. And trying to do so is the greatest illusion, the greatest impossibility of all. And yet here we are, going around and around and around, trying to do that. And that's what gives life its magic. It's the power of the mirage of things appearing to be. And we believe the appearance so deeply that we don't see how it could be any other way. But once you see that appearances really are just appearances, then you become free of these appearances. I was driving the other day and I thought to myself, the the only real problem with life, especially nowadays in modern times, is that life is too easy. That's really what the problem is. It's become so easy and so convenient. I'm speaking from this sort of like civilization and then infrastructure and technology and convenience. All of these we have literally now at the touch of our fingertips. So what's the problem? It's almost as if we put ourselves into problems. We create problems out of thin air, out of our thinking and our chronic dissatisfaction. Even though things are getting better each and every year, it may not seem like so, because all we're focused on is the negative. But just think about technology-wise, what has happened over the past 30 years versus over the past 2,000 years. And life has gotten so easy, and our basic needs of survival and stuff like that is so easily fulfilled that if we didn't invent problems, then life would just be boring, right? What would be the point of living life if you didn't have to pretend that you had something to do or something to solve, right? Because that gives us an aim, that gives us a goal. And so, like, I'm out here driving my car while I'm fucking doing banking on my phone. And then I'm blasting tunes and jamming out while getting to some place. Right? I'm doing all of these things at once. And I'm just thinking about, the traffic. Fuck, the traffic. Man, people drive so slow. It's like, I'm broke. I have no money. It's like, I'm sick of this song. I listen to this song so much. Fuck. The mind goes everywhere trying to create problems. But when you sort of see through that these thoughts are just as arbitrary as how many planets there are in the universe, or how many grains of sand there exists at the beach. I don't know what I'm trying to get at. What am I trying to get at here? I'm trying to say, like, how completely arbitrary our thoughts are, just as how completely arbitrary this whole existence is. Like, how do you go from fucking zeros and ones into making this? How does that... Like, nothing makes sense. When you really get down to it, you realize none of it makes sense. And it's when you try to make sense of it, when you try to grasp onto it, and try to understand it, you're trying to control it. That's when everything becomes a problem that you're trying to fix. And this is what I think we've collectively come to, is this obsession and this anxiety of creating our own problems and then pretending like we're fixing them. And so, in this roundabout way, until you see through the roundabout just keeps on going. But what if you could, rather than spinning circles in the roundabout, what if you could stand in the middle? Be the pivot of the wheel. The wheel spins, but you stand as the center of the axis, the point that which does not move, but which everything moves around. If you can stand there, then you're gonna have no problems. Alright. See you in the next one.